Hey, hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. So, welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
And how long have you been in Ghana?
I've been here this time for 5 weeks.
Wow, wow. And how many weeks are you doing?
I'm doing 6 weeks, so I'm due to return back to England on the 16th of March.
Oh, okay, so let's do it very well. Which part of the world are you coming from?
I come from England. I live in Essex and I work in London.
Wow, wow. That's nice. So then again, what can you say about Ghana and your first 2 weeks or your first 1 week in Ghana? How was the experience like? And so date, how was the experience like? And probably your reasons for coming to Ghana.
Okay, dealing for experience, I would say it's nothing what you think it's going to be in the respect of it's a place of adventure. There's lots of different things that we're not accustomed to, which takes getting used to. The people, even how they greet us or, their general behaviour, I would say is very good, but the customs are different and we need to try to adapt as much as they need to adapt to us. To Ghana was based on a personal mission, if you like, to look at the opportunities that everybody speaks about on YouTube, etc., to see how viable they are. There's great difficulty, to be honest. What we've been taught or what we've been shown of Africa, what we perceive of Africa is totally different when you get here. I think it's very difficult for us to fully understand what it's like being an African. And even when you come here to begin with, it's very foreign. It's a world that, we're so far removed from. And I think to begin with, we try to compare how we live in England to how they live in Africa, and there's great discrepancies. I think it's difficult to really understand or even analyse what Africa's like until you get here. And you need to get here and really live here, not in the five-star hotels, but to come out into the villages, to come on tours, to see how local people behave. And I'll be honest, you'll probably find a lot of it quite shocking. I think you need to be quite thick-skinned to be in Ghana, in Africa. Not that I'm saying you can't do it. It takes a lot of time to get used to. One trip is not enough. It really isn't.
Wow. Happy you're experiencing it, the good side of it, and yes, as you said, one trip is not enough. You come in and come, so you get used to the African or the Ghanaian society or the Ghanaian community.
Yes, absolutely.
So then, again, what's your mission for living luxurious UK or luxurious Britain, Great Britain for that matter, to fly all the way down to Africa, and not just any other part of Africa, but then Ghana, West Africa?
I think for me, it was about looking at the opportunities. As we're always told there's a lot of opportunities here, but it's to investigate and to assess whether the opportunities that are available are, as I said before, are viable. Can we actually financially do this? Have we got the staying power? What businesses are there that we can get involved with that doesn't totally stress us out, doesn't ask for a large amount of capital? Now, there are a lot of business opportunities, and there are a lot that you don't need to have a lot of capital, you don't, get overstressed. But I think it's about taking the time to look at them and really look at them. What I think we have in the diaspora is the ability, the skills, the know-how to make businesses here very successful. I don't want people to think when you come to Ghana, people are stupid, because they're not. The skill is here, but they don't necessarily have the know-how. They can't always compete in the international or global market. And my belief is, if we can give our experiences, yes, there are finances involved, but we work together, we can conquer the global market. Financially, we can conquer the global market. But it takes the alliance and the partnership of both diaspora and Ghanaians to succeed.
So, talking about the alliance and the rest, How far with your alliance with the Ghanaian community and the Ghanaian ordinary man as far as investment and business-wise is concerned?
Well, in some respect, I've been quite fortunate. The business people, let me say middle to upper businessmen and women that I've met, they're very open to helping. The local businessman, I would say not so much, but I think that's more to do with not understanding what we're trying to bring and not understanding our needs. And there is this whole short-term thinking. How much money can you bring now? You know, and this is something very much I'm trying to get them to understand. We have to look more long-term. You know, we have to be prepared to, you know, meet each other halfway. What I'm seeing is that most businesses want us to come with everything, you know, and they give very little. And this, I think, is a mindset, which I am going to hope that I can try to improve upon. We are not multi-millionaires in England, in America. We are hard-working people who
You can do as part of the diaspora of this part of the country?
I think one of the things we need to establish is a diaspora resource centre. One of the things that I found when I entered through the airport was there's no point of help. There's no point where you can go and find information. So in this area, we should be looking at setting up, if you like, a diaspora chambers of commerce, a place where they can come and get reference about the history, about where to get a taxi, about good places to eat, etc. So it's like a tourist centre here. We need to also work with local businesses to find out how we can improve and make micro businesses. For instance, we're here at Paps Bar. It's a beautiful place, it's right on the Atlantic Ocean. But there are areas where diaspora's skills can help improve what there is here already. And I think that's very important. Also, we should be looking at how we can increase tourism within this area. Not all areas are going to have huge, you know, historical monuments like Cape Coast Dungeon. But there are things here. It is still a place where slaves probably passed. It's still a place where it is Africa, where we want to feel at home. Simple things like signs on the roads would be a very good idea. If you're travelling as a backpack person through this area, there's no point of reference. I don't know where any roads are, I don't know where anything is. So working with communities and businesses to make these slight and very easy adjustments, you know, improves the area. Also, litter. It seems to be a cultural thing here in Ghana where dropping litter on the floor is normal. If you're in an area such as this of great beauty, which there is some, you know, great beauty here, surely, you know, providing litter bins, we've got to change this culture. You know, make it clean. You know, the one thing that I have to say I love about England is clean. You know, if you have animals, really should be animals roaming around human beings? I would say not. So it's just having more thought. So when you get tourists in, they're going to say, wow, this is a beautiful place. It's clean. It's nice. It's pleasant. A lot more thought needs to go into areas such as this that we can therefore increase tourism or get people who want to come here.
Okay. All right. I've learned so much. And the name again?
Miss Corinne.
Miss Corinne.
It's lovely meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
I know you're going to enjoy your stay, and I know you'll be coming back, and you'll be coming, and you'll be coming, and you'll be coming. So you become a full Ghanaian. I know you're black, and then the last time you were telling me about the history, which links with the Caribbeans and especially to the African community and so on. So I'm looking forward to the day you'll be initiated as a Ghanaian, and if possible, as a Votarian coming from this part of the country.